they'll finish.
Oh, I'm in no hurry.
But the lesson is 1 hour, no? And those are pupils waiting.
What other people?
Was it people? Then I make a suggestion. I will telephone a lady friend, and she will call a friend for you. Elsa. A genuine flapper.
Not to my Ernst.
But you have not seen this Elsa. Oh, hot stuff, believe me. In 1 minute, I guarantee you are making a pass after her.
A pass at her.
Aha! A pass at her.
Ernst, the trouble is, I've got a date tonight.
A typewriter? But what can one do with a typewriter?
Not very much lately.
Then come with me. We will make a large whoopee.
For one thing, I've got a budget, and it only allows for a very small whoopee, unfortunately.
Then you are my guest. Come. We will acquaint with one another.
As soon as I can afford it.
It is difficult, you know, adjusting to the idea of a poor American. But I tell you a secret. There is no need for this poverty. Yeah? If you are willing, I show you a most excellent way to supplement your income.
Doing what?
Oh, by taking very brief trips to Paris. A few days each time, nothing more, but it will pay well. Extremely well.
Come in.
Herr Bradshaw, there's a young lady to see you. A young lady in a fur coat.
A young lady.
Fräulein Bowles?
Bowles? Ask her to come in.
You are old friends? You and Fräulein Bowles? Oh, from London, perhaps.
We met at the Kit Kat Club last night.
Last night? Oh, you are some snappy operator.
Cliff? Ed, darling. Will you be a dear and get my bag? It's lovely, Fräulein Schneider. All these wonderful old pieces. Just put them anywhere. I'll unpack later.
Unpack? But Herr Bradshaw did not
I'll
mention...
just be staying here temporarily.
Oh, I'm sorry. This is not possible.
How much are you paying?
50 marks?
60 marks.
It's not the money.
70?
I cannot permit
80.
This room is worth 100 marks. More than 100.
80 marks.
85. And now please, make yourself cozy, Frau Bradshaw.
Such a to-do. I will see you Friday for the next lesson. Then I tell you something. I say, Guy, I'm taking from you the wrong kind of lessons.
Now, Sally, what the hell is this all about?
Would you guess I was terrified?
Were you?
What if you'd thrown me out? Can you imagine how that would feel, being thrown out twice in one day?
You mean Max?
Dear Max. And you know whose fault it was, don't you? If you hadn't come to the Kit Kat Club and recited poetry and been so dreadfully attractive...
Sally, about your staying here.
You know what I'd love? A spot of gin.
Gin?
You've got some. I mean, I think one must.
No, I don't have any gin.
Oh well. Prairie oysters then.
Prairie oysters?
I practically live off them. It's just an egg washed around with some Worcester sauce. It's heaven for a hangover.
I haven't got a hangover. And that's quite the coat you got there.
It should be. It cost me all I had. Little did I know how soon I'd be unemployed.
What about your job at the club?
Well, see, that's rather complicated. One of the owners of the club.
Dear Max.
You're divinely intuitive. I do hope I'm not going to fall madly in love with you. Are you in the theatre in any way?
No.
Well, then you're safe, more or less. Though I do believe a woman can be a truly great actress till she's had several passionate affairs. Enter heartbroken. Should have let Ernst pay for my cab fare. He's got all the money from Paris.
From Paris?
He smuggles it in for some political party.
Ernst is in politics?
You didn't know? He goes to Paris about once a month and brings back pots of money.
He has to smuggle it in?
It's terribly dangerous, but Ernst is so resourceful. He's discovered that customs people never open the bags of non-Germans. So just before the border, he finds some innocent-looking Englishman, or American.
Well, it's hard to imagine an American that gullible.
Hansen Weinberg. It means neck and leg break. It's supposed to stop it happening, though I doubt it does.
Well, Sally, it's about time we...
Drink!
You know what? It's amazing. You know what this tastes like? Peppermint.
Oh, I should have printed
Sally, you've got
it. Is this your novel? It's in German. Mein Kampf?
No, it's not my novel. I thought I should know something about German politics.
Why, you're American. You know, I've never known a novelist. Will I be allowed to watch you write? I promise to be incredibly quiet.
I don't think I can write with someone else on the premises.
I'll go out while you're writing. Take long, invigorating walks.
In the middle of the night? And there's another thing. I'm not a prude, at least.
Are you homosexual in any way? Bobby thinks you are.
Bobby.
One of the boys at the club. He claims to have met you in London at the Nightingale Bar.
Oh, it's possible.
It is? How fascinating! And did you and Bobby have an affair?
Did he say that?
He implied it.
Oh, the fact is, Bobby's not my type. I say, am I shocking you talking like this?
Not a bit. But is it true? You're not just saying that hoping I'll take my bags and run screaming into the night.
Well, the thought had occurred to me. But it's all true. Though it's not necessarily something you go around advertising.
I guess not. And isn't that sad? Because I think people are people, Cliff. I really do. I don't think they should be made to apologize for anything they do. For example, if I paint my fingernails green, and it happens I do paint them green, well, if someone should ask why I think it's pretty, I think it's pretty. That's what I reply. So, if you have two alternatives for me and you one day, you can either say, yes, it's true, we're living in delicious sin. Or, you can simply tell them the truth and say, I met this perfectly marvelous girl in this perfectly beautiful place as I lifted a glass to the start of a marvelous year. Before you knew what she called on the phone, inviting. Next moment I was no longer alone, but sat reciting some perfectly beautiful verse in my charming American style. As I dazzled her senses was truly no less than a crime. Now I'm this perfectly marvelous girl in my perfectly beautiful room, and we're living together and having a marvelous time.
Sally, I'm afraid it wouldn't work. You're much too distracting.
Distracting? No, inspiring. She tells me perfectly marvelous tales of her thrillingly scandalous life, which I'll probably use as a chapter or two in my book. Although my stabling was to force creation, what luck to fall on a fabulous source of stimulation. And perfectly marvelous too is her perfect agreement to be just as still as a mouse as I'm giving my novel away. Now I've a highly agreeable life in my perfectly beautiful room with my nearly invisible, perfectly marvelous girl. Oh, it's the taxi man. Hello, taxi man. Just put them anywhere, I'll unpack later. Can I have 3 marks, please? I don't think so. Thank you. So, quite seriously, Cliff, please, may I stay? Please.
Sally, I can't
Just
afford.
for a day or two. Please?
I've met this truly remarkable girl in this really incredible town, and she skillfully managed to talk her way into my room.
Oh, Cliff.
I have a terrible feeling I've said a dumb thing. Besides, I've only got one narrow bed.
Think of something.
And now this wild, unpredictable girl.
see, everyone in Berlin has a perfectly marvelous roommate. Some people have two people. Two ladies, two ladies, and taxi only man, yeah. I like it, they like it. It's 2 for 1. Yeah.
We like it. I do the cooking and I make the bed.
I go up daily to earn a daily bread, but there's one thing in common.
He and me, Becky, Becky, Becky.
We switch partners daily, fly as we please,
Twosies beats onesies.
but nothing these days. I'm sleeping in middle,
I'm left and I'm right.
and there's woman they bother me, walking some night. Two ladies,
Two ladies, Tuesday only night.
Yeah. I like it, they like it. It's 2 for 1.
That sailor out of my house.
That sailor, dear lady, is my brother.
Out! Out!
Wait! How dare you? You think it's easy finding a sailor? That was only my second since New Year's. And what is it now? April?
Your second? Your second? You think I do not know what goes on here? Sailors all the time, in, out, in, out. God only knows what the neighbors must think I'm running here. A battleship? Fräulein Kost, I give you warning. One sailor more, I call the police.
And if I cannot pay the rent?
The rent is due each Friday as always.
No sailors, no rent. I move.
Move! Out of the blue, she tells me I move. Is that gratitude? Only last week I gave you another new mattress.
All right. I will leave the end of the week since you insist.
I insist, you insist.
And what about the sailors?
Sailors, Fräulein Kost, if you wish to continue living here, you must not let me catch you bringing in any more sailors. You understand?
All right. So it is the same as always.
No, it is not the same as always. Fräulein Kost, I have put my foot down. Fräulein Kost, do you hear me? Fräulein Kost!
Fräulein Schneider, good evening.
Good evening.
You are occupied?
Oh no, please, a bird. Please excuse my appearance.
But it is most becoming.
Thank you.
I have brought you a little something from my shop,
Another little something.
with my compliments.
Oh, but it's so heavy. What could it be? Pears, perhaps? No, last Wednesday was pears. Apples, maybe? Friday was apples.
Friday was apples.
So I cannot guess.
Then open it.
Schultz! Can I believe what I see? But it is too much to accept. So rare, so costly, so luxurious. If you brought me diamonds, if you brought me pearls, if you brought me roses like some other gents might bring to other girls, it couldn't please me more than the gift I see. A pineapple
your emotion, you began to sway.
Oh,
Went to get some air or grab the chair to keep from fainting dead away. It couldn't please me more than to see you cling to the pineapple. The pineapple I bring.
I can hear Hawaiian breezes blow.
It's from California.
Even so, how am I to thank you?
Kindly let it pass.
Well, would you like a slice?
That might be nice, but frankly, it would give me gas.
Then we shall begin. Not to eat, but see. A pineapple for me.
From me.
Oh! But you must not bring me any more pineapples. It is not proper. It is something a young man would bring his lady love. It makes me blush.
But there is no one in all Berlin who is more deserving. If I could, I would fill your entire room with pineapples.
A pineapple
For you.
from you. I think I will lie down a moment. Whoa! My head is spinning.
Good evening, Fräulein Schneider.
Good evening, Herr Schultz. I am overwhelmed. Good evening, Herr Schultz.
Fräulein Kost. I think I've dropped a small coin, a groschen. It must have rolled this way.
You're looking for a groschen? I am looking for 2 marks.
Well, it's not the novel. I'm writing to my mother. Thank her for the check.
finally arrived?
She said she's knitting you a sweater.
You're joking.
Look here. I'm knitting a sweater for your friend Sally.
You sent in my measurements.
The way she knits it doesn't matter. And she says, tell Sally to lay off the gin.
Where? She does not.
But listen to this. We're really excited about you finishing your novel. What a liar I am.
I'm sorry, Cliff. If I went to always drag you off to party after party.
But I like those parties. Truth is, I like this whole city. It's so tacky and terrible, and everyone's having such a great time. If this were a movie, you know what would happen? A volcano would erupt, or there'd be a tidal wave.
Maybe you should run to the cinema.
As soon as I finish the novel. As soon as I start the novel.
There must be something to write about.
Sally Bowles?
Of course. I knew I'd inspire you. The affairs of Sally. But make me ravishing and sublimely seductive so no man can resist me. Not even a rather strange young American who lets me share his room and his bed, falls desperately in love with me. This is fiction, a guaranteed bestseller.
Well, now all I've got to do is write it.
I'm sorry, Cliff. I'm afraid I am rather distracted.
You're right. Who could possibly do any writing with you around? Oh, Sally, I didn't mean...
But it's time, Cliff. I've never stayed so long with anyone.
What, you've got better offers?
Dozens. One must keep mobile, you know. I'm sure you've offers too.
Oh, dozens. A couple. Oh, not one.
What about that persistent Gottfried von... What's his name?
Schwarzenbach.
Von Schwarzenbach. He phoned 3 times yesterday.
Yeah, I don't get it. In America, if you tell someone you're not interested in them, that you don't want to talk to them, in fact, if you wish they go the hell away, they usually take the hint. But in Europe,
Why did you give him your number?
I must have been drunk.
Well, whatever. You captivated him. I wish I could have been at that party. A fly on the wall.
No, it wasn't exciting. Believe me.
It must have been exciting for Gottfried von Schwarzenbach.
Don't go.
What?
Don't go.
One must keep mobile, what mustn't one?
To hell with it.
It's come over you.
Maybe I like you here. I need you here. I need your hairpins on the rug. If it's really goodbye, I can stop you, I know. Don't go.
It's not goodbye, it's just moving on.
Have you noticed I wear my heart on my sleeve? Don't leave.
Just think, you'll be able to write uninterruptedly.
Sally, to you, I'm just another face, a warm, convenient place, a casual romance. But to me, you're more than just a girl. You are the only girl. Don't take away this chance. No, I can't wish you luck as you're walking away. Please stay, Sally, stay, Sally, stay. You may think I'll be glad when Schwarzenbach calls, but that's not so. Don't go, Sally.
Are you serious? Was this some sort of joke we'll laugh ourselves sick about later on?
If it's a joke, it's on me, I guess. Because the words, they just keep coming out. And I seem to mean it. Maybe more than I've ever meant anything. The truth is, I can't imagine this crummy room without you.
It is a crummy room, no question.
Who could possibly live here? This life, this giddy, hectic life, this harum-scarum life I've never lived before. But you, it fits you like your skin, and just when I think your hand might close that door. Well, I've spoken my piece, now there's nothing to say. Please stay, Sally, stay, Sally, stay. You may think that in time I'll forget how it was, but that's not so. Don't go, Sally. Don't go, Sally. And now you want to tell me what's wrong?
Nothing. Not a thing. I'm pregnant.
Are you sure? Well, then what are we going to do?
Well, what am I going to do? The usual thing, I guess.
You've done it before?
Thousands of times.
You don't think you should discuss this with the father first?
Why?
Well, to help pay for the doctor, for one thing.
You so hated me. I want the doctor.
Then maybe.
And anyway, who is the father? It could be anyone.
It could be me, Sally. It could be me.
True.
And if it's mine,
Well, we'll never know now, will we?
we could.
Oh, yes. 9 months of being sick every morning. And then the happy day. And who does it resemble? A horrible little German infant named Max, with a mustache ordering us about.
I'd take the chance.
Or perhaps it's an Oriental. I do recall a rather taciturn Malaysian.
Sally, do me a favor. Shut up. Can we be serious for 1 minute?
I doubt it, Cliff.
This baby could make all the difference for us.
I doubt it, Cliff.
Because the truth is, we're drifting. We have no focus to our lives. A baby could improve everything. It would for me. I'd get a job. I'd have to. I'd stay home nights, write the novel, wash the diapers, the whole bit. Sally, I'd be a terrific father. I love children.
This is totally crazy.
I know. That's exactly why I thought you might go for it. Do something for me, please. Just this once. At least before you see any doctors.
Who never would have.
You could.
Clifford. Sally.
Aunt, would you like a spot of gin?
Only if you'll join with me.
Oh, just this once.
What's on your mind?
You remember I mentioned the possibility of an occasional business trip to Paris? If you're still interested, I think in the next few days.
What would I have to do?
It's so very simple. You go to an address that I will give to you, you pick up a small briefcase, bring it back to Berlin, that will pay you 75 marks.
75 marks?
I guarantee you are giving help to a very good cause.
Oh, don't tell me. Whatever it is, I don't want to know.
As you wish.
How's tomorrow?
Tomorrow. We are all going to a party.
I think I'll skip it.
But why, Clifford?
Let's just say I'm turning over a new leaf.
Turning over a new tree?
And you, Sally? You were turning over as well?
Who knows? Cliff and I may turn out to be the two most utterly wrong people you've ever met.
But you will go.
Absolutely. Anything for a buck. Prost.
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 Crossing.
You see, there's more than one way to make money. My father needs money, my uncle needs money, my mother is thin as a reed. But me, I'm sitting pretty. I've got souls in money I need. My dearest friend Fritzy is out of his wits. He has 4 starving children to feed. But me, I'm sitting pretty. I've got souls in money I need.
Do what?
I know my little cousin Erica is hysterical, but she doesn't ever let me pass for the German and messenger. Remember to have helped one another too. But I've got some talents that build up my balance slowly. If my bank is a green, like me, I'm sitting pretty. I've got souls in money I need. Because you see, money makes the world go around, go around, go around. Money makes the world go around, it makes the world go round. Money and the world go around, go around, go around. It's all that makes the world go around. That clinky clanky sound that make the world go round. If you happen to be rich and feel like a nice and big parade at the ring. If you happen to be rich and alone and you need it, then I can ring.
Ding-a-ling.
If you happen to be rich and powerful, I love my lover, but you know that you bring a lot. You can take it on the chin. Call it out and dig into a cover on your 14 charity act.
What?
Money makes the world go round, the world go round, the world go round. Money makes the world go round, and that we can be sure of being poor.
Money, 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 money. You haven't any phones, haven't any clothes, haven't any friends on the wings that you never see. You haven't any clothes, you haven't any shoes, you haven't any hopes, and it's time for you to go. Then you're gonna get a word of advice, you get a little advice, you will tell you to listen every time. When I hop on the right, at the window. At the window.
Who's there?
Hunger!
Ew, hunger! See you at the door.
and patriotic German voice.